Hi everybody, welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing another new tinted moisturizer with you. I have been doing a lot of these skin tint tinted moisturizer reviews on my channel lately, but it is the season of skin tints and tinted moisturizers. Everybody is coming out with something new. I know I've been doing a lot of these. The last one was kind of a fail, so I wanted to make this video today and share a new one with you that I do actually like. So today we are talking all about the new Laura Mercier Oil-Free Natural Skin Perfector Tinted Moisturizer. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I swear that Laura Mercier had an oil-free tinted moisturizer before, but they launched this and are marketing it as a new product. So either way, I don't know if they reformulated something that they already had or they repackaged it. Either way, this is new to me and I really like it, so I wanted to share it with you. So the thing that kind of drew me to this product in particular is that it is supposed to be a tinted moisturizer formulated for oilier skin types. So I have combination skin, I get oily in my T-zone, and again, spoiler alert, I do really like this, so I wanted to share my thoughts with you and kind of share a good option as a tinted moisturizer for oily skin. So again, this is the Laura Mercier Oil-Free Natural Skin Perfector Tinted Moisturizer. So this is available in two different sizes. I have the kind of like baby trial size. This is 0.8 ounces and it is $25. They also have their full size version, which is $47, and that is 1.7 ounces. So basically it says this cult classic tinted moisturizer provides a demi-matte sheer coverage that gives skin a soft focused effect, all while providing a poreless look and blurring fine lines. This lightweight cream provides the benefits of makeup, skincare, and SPF in one step for comfortable all-day shine control. So as far as some of the other ingredients and benefits in this product, it says that it has oil-absorbing powders which help keep skin shine-free with a natural demi-matte finish. It also has licorice root extract, which soothes irritated or troubled skin, and then it also has vitamin E, which it says helps protect against damaging effects of the sun. So like it said while reading the claims, this does also have SPF 20 in here. It is a chemical sunscreen, so it's got 5.5% oxynoctate and then 3% oxysultate in here for the sunscreen. This tinted moisturizer is also available in 20 different shades. I have one of the lighter shades, which is 1C0 Cameo. I have been wearing it for the last few days, so this is not going to be a first impressions video. What I'm going to do is just show you how I apply this, show you what it looks like on my skin, give a little review, share some of my thoughts, and then I will do a wear test for you. I will keep this on my skin for 8 hours and then come back at the end of the day and show you what it looks like so you can see for yourself how it wears. So I'm just going to get into it and show you kind of how I apply this. So I use kind of a standard amount. I'm going to use like kind of a pea size amount for my entire face here. So the texture of this product is pretty stiff. As you can see, it's not very liquidy at all. So it is a thicker tinted moisturizer. I basically apply this product like I apply everything else, with my fingers first and then going back in with a brush to smooth out any streaks. The one thing about this product that I will mention is, as you can see, the texture of it is a little bit thicker. It does start to dry down right away, so you kind of have to work quickly with it. And I know I'm maybe a little bit biased because I prefer to blend things out with my fingers anyways, but I do think that the fingers is the best way to apply this product, again, just because of the texture. If you're gonna go in with just a brush or a sponge to start, I would recommend working in sections because as it kind of starts to dry down right away, it does get a little bit difficult to blend. So I do kind of, as it starts to dry, have to tug on my skin a little bit to get it to glide. So again, if you're gonna go in with a brush or a sponge right away, I would work in sections instead of squeezing out a bunch like on the back of your hand or on the brush and then trying to blend it out. But I think it works well with the fingers because you've kind of got the heat from your fingertips to help kind of blend this along a little bit. It does go on really smoothly with my fingers. I don't think that I need to go back and smooth this out with a brush or with a sponge. I just happen to be a freak when it comes to blending, so I typically overblend. But if you kind of just like patted this out, you could get rid of any of the little streaks that are left over. So I'm gonna go back in now, like I said, with a brush and just kind of really lightly make sure that all the streaks are gone. So as far as the smell of this, I mean, it does have sunscreen in it. It does smell like sunscreen. It's a very light scent though, so it's not overpowering, but I mean, it does smell like SPF. If that bothers you, I personally tend to like that. I don't know. I like the smell of sunscreen. I think it smells good. So anyway, just going back in really lightly and just kind of finishing this off with a brush to get rid of any of the streaks. So this is just one layer on my skin, all blended out now. Again, like the application is really quick with this. Like I said, I have the best luck using my fingers to spread this out and then smoothing it out with a brush afterwards, but it goes on really well. Like I also said, I don't think that you need to go back with a brush or a sponge. I just typically tend to overblend, so that's what I do, but you could easily apply this with your fingers and be good to go. So obviously, true to their word, this is a sheer to light coverage product. I certainly agree with that claim. I do think that I have sheer to light coverage here. I could build it up if I wanted to. I'm gonna leave it alone today and just keep kind of the light layer on my skin. But obviously, like, I have a little blemish on my chin that is still showing through. You can still see the freckles. You can also see some little dark spots like on my cheeks. I don't know if you'll be able to on camera, but I can, like, when I look in the mirror. So very sheer coverage. The thing that I like about this too is the finish. I think that the way they describe it as a demi matte finish is like spot on, because this is a matte finish, but it still looks very natural. So it does dry down. I usually let it sit on my skin for about a minute or two, and then it usually dries down completely. But the finish that it leaves after it dries down, it doesn't look flat on your skin. So it does still look natural, but it's matte, if that makes sense. So I do think the way they describe it, like I said, as a demi matte finish is very accurate. So yesterday when I wore this product, I did actually forget to set it with powder. I was just kind of in a rush and I put the tinted moisturizer on. I forgot powder and then I moved right into blush and bronzer. And actually the blush and bronzer went on pretty flawlessly on top of this without setting. I didn't have any grabbing or sticking. The bronzer and blush didn't look muddy or anything like that. So I don't think you would need to set this to layer products on top of it. I always set this though just to kind of aid in the wear of the product. So as far as the wear goes, like I said, I am going to wear this for the full 8 hours and I will come back and show you what this looks like on my skin so that you can see for yourself how it wears. Just a couple of quick thoughts. I do personally, like I said, you don't need to, but I personally set this with powder just to help keep as much of the shine as possible to a minimum. This is a tinted moisturizer, so contrary to kind of what they say, this does not keep me matte all day long. However, for a skin tint or tinted moisturizer type product, this is one of the better ones that I have found works for oily skin. So I do get a little bit of shine kind of coming through in my T-zone. That's pretty natural though. I wouldn't expect a product to keep my skin 100% matte throughout the day. I've actually never come across a product that does that, so I wouldn't have expected this one to. But the shine that does come through, it is minimal. And the thing that I like about it is that it doesn't make my skin look heavy or greasy. So when I do get kind of some shininess breaking through, it kind of just looks natural, if that makes sense. So it doesn't make the product break up or look heavy on my skin or anything like that. And if you do touch up throughout the day, I think that it wears really well as well. So I'm not going to touch up so that you can see just how this wears on its own. What I am going to do right now is just finish up the rest of my makeup so you can kind of see what it looks like when it's complete, and then we will do the wear test and you can see what it looks like after a full day. All right, so I went ahead and applied just a little bit more makeup to kind of finish off the look. So with these kinds of videos, I always try to keep the amount of products that I'm actually using on my face to a minimum so that you can just see how the tinted moisturizer is going to wear on its own. What I did is I put concealer underneath my eyes. I put just a little bit on this blemish on my chin. I did set my face with my CoverGirl Professional Loose Powder, and then I applied some bronzer onto my cheeks and kind of around my forehead. Other than that, I don't have any other products on my face. I don't have any bronzer or concealer anywhere else. Again, I want you to be able to see what this does on its own throughout the day. Even after setting and applying those couple of other products, I do feel like I'm still left with a very demi matte finish on my skin. So what I'm going to do now is just wear this for the rest of the day. Like I said, I will be back here in 8 hours, and then you can see for yourself how this Laura Mercier oil-free tinted moisturizer wears. All right, and here we are 8 hours later. I have now had the tinted moisturizer on my skin all day, so this is kind of where we're at. Like I mentioned, I knew that this was going to get a little bit shiny on my skin, so again, I do have some oil kind of breaking through in my T-zone, especially kind of right here around my cheeks and a little bit on my forehead as well. But like I said, it's nothing that's not manageable. And as I mentioned too, I feel like the product is light enough that even though there is some shine on my skin, it doesn't look heavy or greasy the way that some like more traditional foundations and heavier products do. Sometimes when that oil kind of starts to break through on your skin, it can actually make the makeup look heavier and like grosser on your skin, if that makes sense. So again, even though there's a little bit of shine, I do still feel like the makeup overall looks nice on my skin. And if I were to have blotted and touched up with powder throughout the day, this would look even better as well. So again, this is kind of where we're at for the most part. Again, none of the product has kind of disappeared from my skin. It's not really breaking up anywhere. I can't see it sitting anywhere on top of my skin. Sometimes what happens to me with certain products is I will notice them start to break up kind of around my nose and on my upper lip. I don't have any of that. But again, this is also a sheer to light coverage product. It's not very heavy on my skin, so I wouldn't have really expected it to break up on my skin either. And again, all of the other times that I've worn this product this week, that has not been an issue for me either. So I would say that the wear I got today was pretty typical with what I experienced all week as I've been wearing this. So I have no complaints for a tinted moisturizer, like a moisturizing type product. I do think that this is a win for oily skin, so I would definitely recommend it. Just keep in mind though, like I've said this whole time, it's not going to keep you completely matte, but again, if you're looking for a kind of sheer to light coverage product that you can just kind of throw them on and wear day to day throughout the spring and summer months, this would definitely be something that I would recommend. I am noticing now too, as I keep kind of looking in my mirror over here, that I've got some smudging underneath my eyes, so please excuse that. I'm actually in the process of filming another video, one of my mascara videos where I'm testing Essence mascaras, and this one, yeah, didn't perform all that well today. So I've got a little bit of smudging that I'm noticing now. I didn't notice it before, but I've got kind of these like black patches underneath my eyes. So if you notice that, that's what that is. But anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I hope that you enjoyed this short little review and demo and wear test of the new Laura Mercier Oil-Free Tinted Moisturizer. If you did, you guys, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all in my next video.